How goes it all? Welcome back to Patterson Our Properties. Hope you guys having a great and exceptional day. All right, so this subject matter today was very interesting, to say the least. Now, like I said, full disclaimer, all these allegations are supposed to be alleged, so I'm not putting out any false information out there. This information is publicly available, and we'll go from there. Talking about DJ Envy and Ceasar Pina. Now, first, I'm a big fan of DJ Envy, and in regards to what he's doing with his car shows, what he's done with his real estate events, and things of that nature. So, this story has been trending for at least the last week that I know of, and that's why I feel like it's a real estate conversation. And it's a situation that everybody as an investor, especially, can learn from. All right, the situation that has occurred is interesting at the end of the day, family. First, like I said, this is all alleged allegations at this point. There hasn't been any court documents to say, hey, this person has done XYZ. I'm sure everything's still in litigation, so I'm just talking about this now, and I'll leave it at that. But because nobody has been convicted yet, so I'm not putting out any false information. The article stated that popular radio host DJ Envy is under scrutiny from promoting a real estate venture of a friend that some investors now say was a scheme. Now, DJ Envy has invested in a lot of property. He's considered like a real estate guy. He loves to buy fix and flip property, specifically in the New Jersey, I think, Ohio, and even in what area is it? Ohio, Wisconsin, and things of that nature. So he likes to buy a lot of real estate. It's a great income for him. It's a great tax write-off for him, and it's just another asset for him to have when he's not working at the Breakfast Club anymore. And like he does the car shows, things of that nature. So I'll leave it at that. But anyways, on his syndicated iHeartRadio show, The Breakfast Club, Envy has often promoted the real estate venture of his friends, Ceasar Pina. And I remember seeing both of them on a popular podcast show known as Drink Champs. I remember Cesar has come on the show before, and I wanted to get to know more about these seminars. One time, matter of fact, I was going to go to one of these seminars before the pandemic actually happened. But given the situation what's happening now, but has transpired, I don't think the DJ Envy, if he does have these real estate seminars anymore, he won't be having it with him anymore. But anyways, and before I go forward, I do not think that DJ Envy is involved in any shady dealings regarding real estate. I think DJ Envy, like anyone else, has his flaws, but just like me, I have my flaws. But I know that he has always tried to help out the community at the end of the day. So DJ Envy also stated that what they have done pertains to more than just passing an endorsement. They've helped so many people, not just regular everyday people, but celebrities, athletes, executives. DJ Envy said on his radio show, and that's like I said. So there's been a lot of great things. Envy and Cesar teamed up for seminars, including one at the convention center, pitching opportunities to flip properties, often in distressed areas of New Jersey. The article stated that Jose Santiago and his wife, Jessica Ortiz, say they believe investing in real estate venture in Patterson, New Jersey neighborhood would be their ticket to the American dream. Mr. Ortiz stated that that's the reason he got into real estate. So we can actually start flipping properties, buying properties so that they can have something for their children in the future, which is a great thing. I think that's smart, especially in today's housing market. The couple says that they connected with the entrepreneur Ceasar after seeing him on social media with DJ Envy. Now, one thing that I can say is that this couple, along with other people, utilized Ceasar when it came to purchasing fix and flip properties. The couple invested $200,000, and it looks like they will not get it back. The pitch was to invest in rundown properties that would be renovated and flipped for money. Promise returned up to 30% of profits. Like I always say, when something's too good to be true, you got to do your own homework. I leave it at that. In some cases, Cesar didn't even own the properties, the article says, including the one Santiago and Ortiz took a $200,000 equity line of credit from their home in Florida to finance the project. They said they were told profits would come within 4 months, but they never saw a dime. Now, all I can say is that if the shoes if I was in their shoes and I was going to invest that kind of money, I'm going to have a real estate attorney with me, real estate agents with me, and notary public involved in this kind of transaction. I'm not just going to give this money to an individual. That's the problem. A lot of people, even in today's world, they still want to do these backdoor deals. And I don't care if we have the same last name. I don't care if it's blood related. I don't care if I'm married into your family. I don't do backdoor deals when it comes to hundreds of thousands of dollars of money. Okay. This needs to be a legal transaction. Needs to be some legal paperwork. Okay. Use a title company. At the end of the day, if a title company is not involved, a reputable one that you at least look up, because it's the job of a title company to ensure that the title is clear for sale of the property. Even if you're buying the house cash money and you're not utilizing a loan, you can still utilize. That's what blows me. And this is real estate 101. You use the title company. You pay the fee to use a title company. Sometimes being cheap doesn't work out in your favor. I'm not saying if Ceasar did this is right. What I'm saying is you got to do your homework, and I'll leave it at that. Okay, but anyways, I digress. See, I went off on a tangent. But anyways, they said that they were told profits would come within 4 months. I already said that. But anyways, like I said, I need to see the title document in hand, especially since they took out $200K equity loan, and that they have to pay interest on today, and they're paying on money that's not even there anymore. The article also talked about other people who got allegedly scammed by Ceasar. Miguel Chamberlain claims he was scammed by Ceasar or conned into investing $235,000 into that same Patterson property, along with homes in Hawthorne and Maplewood that each required $300,000. There were other people investing in these exact same properties, he stated, and it was a scam. It was a lie, as he stated. Like I said, this is all allegedly. It's in the court system, so I'm not going to say that it was 100% a lie or not. It's in the court systems. We got to see how everything plays out. Augie Rios owns a custom auto wrap shop in Lodi and says he worked on Envy's cars for years and believed his pitch. He did get back a return on an initial investment with Ceasar, but maintains a second investment on a Patterson property. Patterson, ironically, my last name is Patterson, on a Patterson, New Jersey property went south. He says, I wouldn't have invested in Ceasar if it wasn't for DJ Envy. He says, I lost a total of $64,000 after receiving two bounce checks. Rios said he got a visit from Ceasar carrying a box of jewelry. He says, take this jewelry until I can pay you back. And Rios estimated the box. He says it was about $15,000 to $20,000 worth of goods. And at the end of the day, family, I do not care how close I am with someone. When it comes to business, the paperwork has to be done correct. No backdoor deals. The article ended on this note saying stating that DJ Envy says, so I did these seminars and brought industry professionals to all these seminars. That's what I wanted to do for my people. Now, Ceasar, if he took the money, he says, and I quote, if, because like I said, it's all allegedly at this point. He says, I wasn't privy to it, nor did I know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money because I gave him a lot of money that I didn't see a dollar of in return. And that's my whole thing, man. Don't give people money. If you want to buy, if you're going to, especially, and I have to even talk about DJ Envy on this one. If I'm making the kind of money that DJ Envy's making, why can't you physically, I know he's supposed to be your business partner, but certain things need to be done in the business room. And I'm like, if you're gonna do this big real estate deal, why don't you just go do it on if you want to have him in a room, fine. Go to the title company, have the money exchanged there, the checks in hand, go from there. And the heck, there's title companies nowadays that do virtual closings. But don't just give it to some guy that it might be a business partner, because so many people get screwed in today's world when you allow people to have access to this kind of money. Especially with Ceasar being a ex-con. Sorry to say it, but it is what it is. So I'll leave it at that. But he says if you read the DJ Envy says if you read the court document, Ceasar wrote an affidavit saying that DJ Envy had no knowledge of me investing people's money. He wasn't there. He wasn't part of those conversations. He wasn't even nowhere in those meetings. Those are the documents that is out there, DJ Envy says. So if we're going to talk about the truth, let's talk about the truth. And like I said, when the smoke clears in this whole situation, the smoke will clear, and it is what it is. But all I can say is when it comes to doing business, deal with the title companies. Even if you're paying cash money for these properties, deal with the title companies. Get yourself a real estate attorney. Have these, pay the extra fees and the monies to ensure that you're not getting financially screwed over. Okay, and I'll leave it at that. So on that note, do the great three things, like, share, and subscribe. Have a great day. As I always say, make money moves or you're going to live like a fool. Take